then Eagle's going to have to make the call and make him accountable.
That's finals experience, isn't it, though? It's been tremendous to see him so solid down back. Let's quickly go to Tim Fitzsimons with the score update.
Yeah, Division 1 elimination final. Only 3 goals scored in the first quarter. It's quarter time. Blackburn leading 2-5-17. Rowville 1-1-7.
Thank you there, Tim Fitzsimons.
So second term here at Tormore Reserve. Elimination final between Bayswater and Lilydale. Mitchener won the tap as they look to surge forward now. Baker lost the footy, then kicked forward there by Moore with the clearance. Inside forward 50. Searle just wrestling off there. And Lopo just going backwards. Kick inside forward 50 to the top of the square. Great mark taken there by McGillivray-Smith.
I tell you what, if he goes back and kicks a goal here, you know, it's really going to demoralise the Lilydale side.
So McGillivray-Smith will line up on a slight angle, probably about 35 metres out, to extend the Bayswater lead into the 20s. So he comes in, deliberate approach, kick off the boots, just away to the right-hand side, through for a minor score. Bayswater go to 4-4-28, Lilydale a 1-4-10. It's an even 18 points to the margin early on in the second term here at Tormore Reserve.
You know that Lilydale are going to get a moment where they can get themselves back into the game. They're going to have to do it and do it very quickly.
They're going to have to hit some targets, because I'm not too impressed with the skills at the moment in this game as it goes out towards a half-back line, knocked away from Mitchener, who was the target. And that was well done by Hayden Schroeder there, getting in there and getting a timely fist on it.
That was really putting your body on the line there. He was horizontal when he punched that ball away from his opponent.
To bring the ball back in now. Rucks go at it. Mitchener had the front spot, slapped it to ground level. We'll have another bounce. Bryce Batty trying to break away.
O'Reilly's done a fair job on Ryan Harvey at the moment. He's kept him out of the game, but won enough possessions himself to be dangerous.
18 points is the margin. Van Ruin from the stoppage. Up and under kick goes inside forward 50 over the top of Surly, and it almost clunked that one. He goes after it again, had some support. Little handball out wide. Here's Van Ruin on the left boot. Goes goalward now. Pokes it towards the top of the goal square. Callan, and he took the mark, but he was over the behind line, and through it goes for a minor score. Another one to Bayswater. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 2 minutes tick over in this second term, a 19-point lead to the Basie.
So just waiting up their best option now, the Falcons, to bring it back into play. Healy goes wide to the pocket and finds a teammate. So they're on the back foot here, the Falcons. They've really got to get going in this quarter, because Bayswater have just been all over them in this game so far. Kick down the line, beautifully chopped off there by Schroeder. Schroeder goes backwards. Finds McInerney, who goes backwards again. And kick up towards centre half back. It's a bouncing one. Just clean bowls his teammate there, and McGillivray-Smith. And just diving on the footy now, and I don't think that's going anywhere. The umpire calls for it. Ball up, smack bang in the middle of Tormore Reserve.
If you're going to play this slow style of football and try and pinpoint your passes, which is not Lilydale's game style, you're just playing into Bayswater's hands here.
Abai throws it up now. Mitchener got it down. Van Ruin was there. Quickly met in a strong tackle there by Batty. Umpire said play on. Let's try and release the pill. Low goes in. He can't get it out, and let's have another ball up right in the heart of Tormore Reserve out of Baronia. Division 2 elimination final day. A 19-point lead to Bayswater over Lilydale. It's third versus fourth. Fourth's leading at the moment. Lilydale trying to do something about that scoreline. Goes up towards the Burston direction. Linked up really nicely with Lowe on the left boot. Goes inside forward 50, looking for the Koga direction. Had the front spot, but he had too many opponents to contend with. So the McInerney boys, Scott to Wayne on the right boot, pokes the ball out towards the Vandalac direction. Needed to probably go after it a little bit harder there. Thought it might sit up for him. Right on his hammer out there is Brad Lowe. Did really well. Lilydale a chance to go forward. That's good play. Getting down, Class Henry takes a good mark, and he's tugged up in the forward pocket, but he's a class act, no pun intended, and he will look to put through his first goal of the afternoon. He's kicked 14 for the year.
Yeah, I don't think Paul McCormick would be too happy with that, with what Ash Vandalac. He just didn't attack the ball, thought it was all going to happen for him, and it didn't.
Class Henry comes in now on the left. Which way will this one go? It was close, but he pushed it left and through for one behind. Margin Back to 18 points, 29 to 11 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Bayswater lead in the Division 2 elimination final.
So another opportunity goes begging for the Falcons after a great build-up there. McInerney brings it back into play out towards half-back. Lilydale in the front position there, but Cunningham now. Just on hands and knees, just paddled along the ground there nicely by Cotty. And still alive, scooped upon by Baker, who looks inboard and finds a target there. Great mark taken there by Horsley. Gets it off to a teammate there in Harvey. Baker, once again, little chip kick down the line. Class Henry spilt it at the last moment, just trying to keep it alive. Healy tackled over the boundary line, and we'll see a throw in.
Yeah, they're under pressure, the forwards there of the Lilydale side. Trying everything just to snare a goal out of nothing.
So the ball tossed in half forward for the Falcons. They desperately need a goal here. Bayswater with a big thumping tap over the top. On the bottom of the pack there was Bernstein. Got it away to Batty, who belted it on the boot inside forward 50. Pack flies, no one able to take it. Searle looks like he's going to scoop it up, but it's Sciortino around the body to the left. And another opportunity gone begging for Lilydale. They go to 1 goal, 6-12. Bayswater a 4-5-29. 6 minutes gone in the second term here at Tormore Reserve.
Not a lot working for them up forward there, but all credit, you know, they're just having a go. That's the main thing.
So 6 minutes into this second quarter now. The sun's come out, which is always good to see. Wayne McInerney, the duck, on the right boot. Thumps the ball out, and that was a sensational kick as well, and the mark has been taken out there by Callanan, who's a very long way out from goal. The painted man, one leg, one arm on opposite sides. As the kick goes up, a big fly over the back that time there by Klepp at the fall of the ball. Here's Lopo on the right boot, goes forward looking for Bryce Galvin, but it chopped off nicely by Bo Midgener, the big ruckman. He knows he has to do a tower of work today to get his side up. Wilson takes the mark, goes up towards the wing position. Now here's a go for Lilydale, when the kick was smothered. Nicely done there by Schroeder on Burnston that time. Now it's a chance for the Waters to go forward. O'Reilly inside. Nicely done. Here's Eddie. Gets it to Galvin. Gets it to McGilvray. Smith around the body. Can he put it through? He can't. He pushed it to the left-hand side. Well, that would have been a pretty impressive turnover goal there for Bayswater, but nonetheless, it is one behind. 30 plays 12. It's back to 18 points. What's the margin happening around in Division 1 this afternoon, Tim Fitzsimons?
I'll start with Division 3. Scoresby 1-4-10, leading Ringwood 2 behinds. And in Division 1, it is still Blackburn holding a lead 2-5-17 over Rowville 1-2-8.
Kick came out, Harvey takes it, and he's off to the races on the left boot up towards the wing position now. Going out strongly at it was Brad Lowe. Kept it alive, Class Henry at the fall of the ball on the left. Lilydale, this is more promising. Kick towards the Koga direction. Nicely knocked away that time there by Hall. Ball hits the deck. Umpire says play on. Schroeder was in there, released the football just in the nick of time. Wiles on hands and knees. He got the handball away as well. It's just inside the 50 arc for Lilydale, and we'll have a ball up.
That Bayswater backline is still standing real strong.
So Rucks go at it again. Koga wins the tap down, but the Waters clear out a defensive 50. Only as far though as Sciortino, who wheels around, kick around the body, high up and under kick.
Kick to nowhere.
And probably should have weighted up his best option. McInerney now getting back, goes to O'Reilly.
The umpire called played
position.
on. Yeah, that's why he played on. The umpire called him on.
So O'Reilly just waiting up his best option now. Kick was a good one. Finds a target at half back there in McInerney of the Scott variety. Moves it on quickly. Cotty.
They don't panic, the back six of Bayswater. They just take their time, look for an option, and their disposal is perfect.
So Cotty finds Camera, who goes across the ground, finds McInerney. And this is what we've seen Bayswater do quite a bit of, just control the footy and play a real possession game. Great kick there down the line to Callanan at half forward. So what can he do here? Pops the Bayswater side inside forward 50 to the top of the square. Cunningham couldn't take the mark off hands. Trickles over the line and out of bounds for a throw in. Let's go down to Gav Casey, boundary side.
Well, it's something Paul McCormack said, chaos to come. 33 uncontested marks in the first term, so they control it when they can slow it down, and they're doing well with uncontested marks.
Gav Casey with all the stats that matter. So ball toss back into play. No one able to get the tap. There's been a free kick pulled out here for holding, and it looks like it's going to go the way of Mitchener against Joel Galvin. So Mitchener's been fantastic in this game for the Falcons so far, imposing in the ruck. Ball out on the wing in front of Cotty. Trickles over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in. Tim Fitzsimons.
Yeah, so there was a bit of a typo there on the scoreboard for the Division 3 semi-final. It's actually Ringwood 2-4-16 leading Scoresby 4 behinds. That's quarter time.
Ball to be brought back into play. Use your words, Ben, as it comes in now. It'll knock up towards the half-forward line. Bayswater just edging themselves forward. Burston was there. He laid a good tackle, had some support. Lilydale trying to get themselves out through Wilson, who just ducked into a tackle there on Galvin, and he's been pinged.
That's a good decision.
In fact, it was the big man Sheldon Smith who had one of the world's worst kicks inside forward 50, right towards the forward pocket. Klepp was there. Ball stays alive. Bayswater, they've just got the time. Little snap over the top there. McLeod ducked and weaved, got the handball away. Schroeder on the left boot kicks it towards the Cunningham direction. Got one handle on it. The big man will go after it again. Handball away. Yeah, I think he might have thrown that one, and the umpire has seen it. And it will be a free kick to Lilydale. The Falcon faithful breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, it's just stunted their momentum because they had all the play there, the run.
Dan Baldwin goes out. Burnston takes the mark across the half back line. Lilydale, they need the next goal. There's no doubt about that. A sloppy kick up towards the wing position. It was touched off the boot. And we will have a ball up.
The one thing the Bayswater have done extremely well is they've really have shut down Lilydale's running game.
High throws it up. Mitchener went backwards. Galvin stole it. Slammed it straight down the throat there of Smith, who kicks it up towards the half-forward line. Out in front, Ash Vanderlack. He's already kicked one. Chips the ball over the top. That's a good kick. Matty Cunningham out in front. Good jukes. Takes a strong mark, and he'll have a ping from 45 out.
Absolutely perfect kick. The defender can do nothing in that situation.
No, not a thing.
So Matthew Cunningham.
This is a goal that Bayswater need too now, just to keep the momentum going.
Gave it to Camera, I think.
On the right boot. And they kick the goal. That's Matty Camera's second of the afternoon on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and Bayswater stretched their lead to 24 points. We have gone 12 and a half minutes now.
Look, Ben Nagle wouldn't be happy with the way his side's playing, but to leave a player like that unmarked who can kick the ball a long way, to receive the hand pass as he's coming through, that is just very undisciplined play by Lilydale.
Yeah, well, there's too many of those Bayswater players that are getting the ball on their terms, Ray, without any pressure.
Yeah.
So back in the middle, very handy 4-goal lead now for the Waters. Mitchener winning the tap. Wilson was in there but couldn't take the footy. Now they look to go forward again. This is McGilvray Smith off to Camera again. This man puts it inside forward 50. Great hit up there. Callanan on the lead. And they've just been so methodical going forward. Callanan wastes no time. Up to the top of the goal square in the Cunningham direction. Can he take the mark? No, he can't. Off hands, and it's over the line for a minor score. Bayswater 5-7-37, Lilydale 1-6-12, 25 points the margin, 13 minutes gone, second term in the elimination final. Klepp brings it back into play. Out wide to the flank, Searle battling hard at ground level, sees it over the boundary line for another throw-in. So 25 points the margin here. Lilydale are in strife, no doubt. They desperately need the next goal, to state the bleeding obvious. Ball tossed back into play. Healy wheels around, gets to a teammate. Long kick down the line. Beautiful fist away, though, was good. Schroeder has been fantastic so far for the Waters.
Defensive play, Schroeder's been excellent today.
Yeah, very good, very good.
So ball to be tossed in almost right in front of our broadcast position here at Tormore Reserve. So Rucks go at it again. On the bottom there was Van Ruin, wrapped up in the tackle there. It was Lowe. Rather, it was O'Donoghue, and we'll see another bounce on the wing here.
So the umpire throws it up straight into the arms there of Batty on the left boot. He was over the top of Wilson's head. It goes deep in class. Henry spun on a throb. Did it second time. Little chip kicker was smothered. Schroeder ducked and weaved. Did really well. Got it away to Moore. They're linking up okay across the half back line. They're doing really well. Bayswater. McLeod goes out wide. Mark has been taken. They're going to go really far back here. McInerney switches it to Galvin, hits him on the chest, so back to the broadcast side. Searle was the lead, he went shorter. Scott McInerney takes it. Searle still all by himself, but the kick goes up towards the Callanan direction. True centre wing position here. Over the back it goes. Clef got the handball away. Nicely done there by Del Biondo. Eventually in the arms of Morrison, whose kick was nicely smothered there by Searle. Nice, but Pearley picked the ball up. Eventually in the arms now of Bernston. They're going to weave themselves across the half back line. Squeeze a kick up there by Clef. Risky business kicking in towards the middle of the ground. Couldn't trap it there was Hells. Now here's a go. Jess Moore for Bayswater. Puts the ball forward at the back of the pack there. Callanan, he had 3 players to beat. Bernston was there, the first player for Lilydale. Last line of defence, short pass out. Healy takes it across the defensive 50. A score around the grounds from Tim Fitzsimons.
Yeah, Rowville with a really strong start to the second quarter. They now have hit the lead 3-3-21 to Blackburn 2-5-17.
Healy on the right boot, just squeezed to kick up. Geez, that was risky too. Sam Horsley takes it, but a good mark. Lopo right on his hammer. So Horsley on the left, along the wing position. Big fly over the back there, and a great mark by the big ruckman, Adam O'Donoghue, who took it on the second bite. This looks like he'll be looking for a handball here. Takes his time getting up. We've got to be a little bit quicker about this. A lot of time for players to get back into position. A bit of a sausage roll kick up towards the half forward line, straight through the arms there of Baldwin. Galvin just took the mark there and then squeezed a kick in towards the middle of the ground. Now here's a go that was up towards the Cunningham direction, knocked away from him by Clep. Cunningham goes after it again, wrapped up in a strong tackle by Batty, but it comes out wide. Kick goes forward for Bayswater towards Callanan. Over the top of his head it goes. Del Biondo was right there. Happy, very happy to see the boundary line right underneath the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It's a 25-point lead to Bayswater. 17 minutes gone in the second term.
They really are. They're physically really working Lilydale over here at the moment, Bayswater. They're not putting it on the scoreboard, but that might come later.
So ball toss back into play. O'Donoghue went up unopposed. Got the tap down to no real advantage though. Now McLeod snaps around the body and kicks a nice goal. And Bayswater.
That was
Cotty, yeah.
Streaming away now, Bayswater 6-7-43. Lilydale 1-6-12. It's 31 points the difference on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
And that scoreline, you look at the Lilydale players now, their body language. They've all dropped their heads. They're walking back to the centre slowly. Look, they've got to just keep at it. Keep at it. Work hard till half-time. Reassess at half-time and hope you can come out and do a better job after the break.
They did all right to hold Bayswater for about 10 minutes there in the second quarter without any damage on the goals.
One thing that's happened in this quarter, in the first quarter, Joel Galvin played some of the ruck work. What they've been able to do is rest him a little bit on the half-back line. He's got the ball several times this quarter, and just rest him on the ground there, and he'll come into the game again later on.
Well, Bryce Galvin goes up in the ruck. He's the main ruckman. Joel does a bit of work around the grounds. O'Donoghue over the back. Got the knock down. Straight into the arms there of Schroeder, who's wrapped up. In fact, it was Aaron Cotty. Won't deprive him for the rest of the afternoon, we promise. I'll to restart this one. Just outside the edge of the centre square here. A lot of players around the football. Little backhander out the back. It goes out towards McGilvray Smith. Go after it again. It might have been a little bit of a push there on Pritchard, or he gave the push. So free kick to Lilydale. Need to create something, don't they? Ciortino on the left boot up towards the Wilson direction. He was a small player in a 2-on-1 situation. Maybe not the best target, but it goes over and it's on the forward line, half forward line at the moment for Lilydale. 6-7-43 to 1-6-12. EFL.org.au all afternoon, right around the globe. Australia's #1 metropolitan football competition. Division 2 at its best today. Galvin had to go after it a third time and got the handball away, looking for Van Leeuwen, who almost went over the top of the fence there.
Almost head-butted the light post there.
Almost could have stolen one of the boys' cans over the other side of the fence as well. I had to bring the ball back in. O'Donoghue back spot, looked like he had to sit there. Umpire said play on. Van Ruin almost could have caught one in the back from Wilson. Umpire said that was okay, working himself out of a phone book house. Inside forward 50, Koga, he's been dying to get an opportunity to get on the scoreboard, and he takes the mark. He's well within range, but a difficult angle.
Yeah. Couldn't be in a worse spot to kick a goal on this
that's
ground.
right.
Yeah.
They'll take what they can get at the moment, Lilydale. 41 goals for the season. Lockie Koga, class act. I'm going to back him in from here. We've started out right. Hope to bring it straight back through. Comes in now. You'll have to kick it every bit of 50 metres. He kicks it across the face of goal. Bayswater have the numbers at the fall of ball. Nicely done there by Eddie in the helmet. On the right boot, got it out. And I tell you what, that was a sensational kick to James Pritchard, who takes the mark.
But they had 6 blokes on the line there, Bayswater.
Yeah.
Pritchard on the left boot. Drives the ball up towards the wing position now. And Lilydale had all the numbers there, and it might just work out okay for them. Kick goes forward, inside forward 50. Ryan McNay takes the mark. He might just have to kick it from outside. He kicked a goal in the first term, and he looks like he's going to go back and back himself in from here.
Gee, if there's ever a time they needed a goal, it's now, Lilydale. And that's stating the obvious.
So Ryan McNay, not in the top 10 leading goal kickers for Lilydale this year, but he's doing his bit this afternoon. That's a nice kick off the boot. It had the purchase, but just not the accuracy, and through for one behind. 21 minutes tick over in the second term of the Division 2 elimination final. And it's a 30-point lead to Bayswater. Tim Fitzsimons around the grounds on the score centre.
Yeah, Scoresby have their first goal of the game through Dale Hare. Scores, they're 1-4-10, still trailing Ringwood 2-4-16, 4-minute mark, second term.
So Moore goes short to Scott McInerney in the back pocket. I think they'll just slow things down here, Bayswater. Cotty takes the mark at half back. Looking to go backwards again, risky business. Back to McInerney, who goes across goal. For his brother now in Wayne. Down the line, Camera takes it again. He's had a sensational first half, Matt Camera. Yeah. Long kick down the line. Great mark taken there by Schroeder. Speaking of sensational first halves, up towards half forward. Great mark taken there by Vanderlack. Vanderlack just chips it over the top. Beautiful kick. Miller wearing the headband. Up towards the top of the goal square. Galvin's got 2 to beat. They look to win out here, the Falcons, if they can just get purchase on the footy. Around the corner, Miller again to the top of the square, wrestles on O'Reilly, unable to take it. And now Healy just looking to work things out. Missed kick though in the end. And they've got plenty of support around them, the Falcons, and they'll move it down the wing. And Baker unable to take the mark, has 2 to beat. Got a teammate in support though. Cotty once again just shoveling the handball out. Moore once again taken down in the tackle. Umpire called play on. McNay gets the footy back now, and he's been brought to ground. Umpire called play on again. Footy in the middle of the ground now. Batty.
Good pick-up.
Great pick-up there. O'Donoghue, the ruckman, over the top. Horsley, long kick inside forward 50. They need a mark here. Mitchener in the front position, unable to take it. Camera again goes to Schroeder. He'll look for Searle at half back. And Searle just feeding out the handball back to Camera. Little chip pass was good to Van Ruin.
Van Ruin now on the right boot, spears a pass up, and Miller comes out and takes the mark. So Kieran Miller had to get wrapped up from a blood rule earlier in this game. Wind up now on the left boot. He sort of just chipped away at it in the end. It was an absolute shocker, and Bryce Batty underneath that one takes an easy mark across the half back line. Short passes on for Healy, that's ignored. So Batty wants to go for the switch. Kicks the ball out wide. It created a foot race there for Scortino. Goes out towards the Joel Galvin direction. I don't know what Batty was thinking out there, kicking towards one of the champions of the EFL in Galvin. Nonetheless, Lilydale get another chance to go forward up towards Wilson. Takes the mark and takes off. Inside forward 50. It was a kick in hope because he wasn't really looking. Schroeder, little toe poke off the ball, off the ground. Third time lucky over she goes for a boundary throw in. 25 metres out from the Lilydale goal line. Geez, they're desperate for a goal. They trail by 30 points, 24 minutes tick over. Time is of the essence. Bayswater kick the next goal. I'm almost going to call it out here. Comes down. Healy's got something to say about that one, though. Got it away to Wilson. Squared the kick up. It was touched off the boot, it looked like. Searle went after it really strong. Won the free kick. Should have been advantage to Moore. Umpire said, bring it back. We'll give it to Ben Searle. He's been paid the mark, and for that sort of courage, we'll allow that to happen as well. Tim Fitzsimons has got some more scores.
Yeah, Rowville leading by 4 points, 5-3-33. Blackburn 4-5-29.
A big clash out there, of course. Peter Baird out at Ringwood and Scoresby today. We'll be chatting to him at half-time. Hayden Schroeder takes the mark in the back pocket, chips the ball over the top. Hall takes it. Across the defensive 50 now for Bayswater. Gets the handball away. Kick goes up towards the wing position. Cunningham almost just pulled that one in the one hand, but nicely done there by Mitchiner. Got the handball away. Del Biondo up towards the middle of the ground now. They'll work themselves out here. Here's Batty on the left boot. Drives the ball inside forward 50 over the top of Kogar. Reading the ball beautifully. Wayne McInerney just takes a mark. Kicks it out towards the Van Ruin direction. Over the top of his head it goes. So Batty will be the first player for Lilydale, who's really stepped up in the last few moments. McNay now got the handball away. They're working in a series of handballs here, Lilydale, and just trying to hit up a target. Getting down low there was Wilson, who takes it as a siren sounds to announce half-time out here in the Division 2 elimination final. It went only 25 minutes and 54 seconds that second term. And it is Bayswater 6-7-43 to 1-7-13. Major goal kickers on the ground. Matty Camera, he's had a fantastic first half. He's booted too, as has Jack Cullen. And hope you're enjoying the broadcast on afl.org.au, streaming live around the globe. Of course, we'll go out to the big clash in Division 3 and have a chat with Peter Baird at half-time between Ringwood and Scoresby, and be back with what is sure to be a very entertaining final 60 minutes in this Division 2 clash.